Well, you know, for what it's worth, it's gonna look nice anyway. Nice, nice. At least we did it, guys. At least we pulled off that combo. There's something to be said about that too. Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to another deck guide. For today, I have a Skellige deck for you, and the leader ability that we're going to be using is Battle Trance. The order ability of this leader is that it allows us to spawn and play Madrome, this card that you see here. It is an alchemy card, allowing you to damage a unit by 3, then boost it by 9. So obviously this is going to synergize well with the Crow Clan Preachers that we have. Keep in mind the passive ability of our leader, in that whenever you play an alchemy card, you're healing a random allied unit by 1 as well. So pretty good value there that we get. The stratagem that we're using is Mask of Ouroboros. The order is that you draw a card, then discard a card. And by doing so, you're spawning 2 crows in your melee row. The crows are these token units that you see here. Obviously, we're looking to save the stratagem for the time when we commit Coral. So Coral's a card that we're going to put down on the board, and then you're going to click stratagem, and that's going to synergize with her ability of damaging a random enemy unit by 2. Now, this deck is intended with the purpose of having fun, okay? The main objective of this deck is just to have a good time. You know, I like to build decks that are competitive and that can help you climb, but this one's just about enjoying the game, right? We're just going back to basics. We're just having a good time here. So what we're looking to do is spam as many Crow Messengers as possible to generate as many as we can. That is the primary objective, but outside of that, what we're looking to do, if that fails for some reason, because it's a very draw dependent deck and a very specific strategy, what you have to fall back on is a Crow Clan Preacher Swarm, which is very consistent and reliable in our deck because we're playing Getty and Truffle as well. So it's a Crow Messenger Preacher Swarm deck, depending on how your hand is during a match and what happens. I'm going to run you through this list bottom up and explain how best to play each card and when to play it during a match. So at the bottom here, we have the Crow Clan Preachers that you see. Whenever you play an alchemy card, they're boosting themselves by 1. Keep in mind the bonded condition that they boost themselves by 2 if there's more than 1 of them on the field, right? We have a very specific strategy that we're following in order to swarm these cards. Basically, what you're going to want to do is, if we're going to go for the Crow Clan Preacher Swarm, you're placing Iteran down on the board first, and then obviously you're going to hit Operator into a Preacher, and you know, you play Getty, you get an extra Preacher through Iteran, Truffle, another one, Megascope, and so on. Okay, we're going to get into that shortly. But what you're going to do is look to save the Preachers and play them together when you're playing the scenario card, preferably over round 3 that happens. As a part of our thinning package, we have the Haymade Skulls. The deploy is that you draw a card, then discard a card. It's ranged row locked. Play it on the back row of the board. And our discard targets are the skirmisher units. And in addition to the skirmisher units, you also have Morkvarg. If you don't have any of those, you know, of course, you could go for maybe some kind of a cheap bronze that you don't think you're really in need of at the time. But do your thinning round 1 with Coral, so they synergize with her ability to damage units. Okay, now we get into the spawning aspect of the deck. What you do with Megascope is that, obviously we want the Crow Messenger down on the board, because that's going to be our optimal target for Megascope. You pick a bronze allied unit, after 2 turns, spawn its base copy on the right of Megascope. So we're using this to get more crows, but if not, like I said, if you're not going to go for crows, go for the Preachers, and you can imagine the spawning value you get with Iteran with this popping off, okay? The whole swarming strategy seems to be something that you do into round 2. So play those out round 2, or if you want to just go hardcore with it round 1, if all your cards are there, do that as well. Then we've got Scoia'tael, boost the unit by 5, remove its lock. I've added this in because it does add good value considering the alchemy synergy that it it provides that emphasis with the Preachers, right? They need alchemy cards to boost. This is an alchemy card. And also we've got a lot of units that we want to keep active. So if something gets locked, removing its lock is a good thing with this card. Acts as a purifier in a sense. So just use this as you need to during a match, but also plays very good when we have so many Preachers down on the board and they activate all that boosting. With Madrome, it's just another card for the consistency of playing Crow Messenger, because we need an alchemy card in hand to thin the other copy out from deck. So just added this in for some consistency in that sense. Look to play this with the Preachers over the round 3. Then we've got the Crow Messengers. These are the cards that we're looking to swarm in this deck. On deploy, you get to summon all copies of this unit from your graveyard to the same row. If you hold an alchemy card, also summon all copies from your deck. So simply put, what you're looking to do is you're always holding one Crow Messenger in your hand at all times during a match. And then what you're going to have happen is, like I said, first thing you're going to do, you're going to have Iteran down on the board. Then you're going to play Operator, targeting the Crow Messenger. That gets you extra spawn, the Megascopes. And then at the end of that, you purify all of the crows so you can use them again later, because they're going to have the doom status when Iteran spawns them. And always keep the second copy in deck to be thinned out, okay? And then what you're going to look to do is obviously hit Crow Messenger like in the subsequent round. So if you go ahead and do this spawning strategy round 2, round 3, you're going to play all your crows out, for example. With the skirmisher units, they're just getting thinned out to the melee row. Coral can discard them, Stratagem can discard them, and the Haymade Skull can discard them. Giga Scorpion Decoction, some decent removal in our deck. Damage a unit by 1 6 times. Alchemy card synergizes good with the Preachers. Try to play it then. Morkvarg is a part of the discard package. When this unit enters your graveyard, it basically gets summoned to the melee row. That's what you have to know about it. It's going to be a card that you hit in round 1 with Coral, preferably. Then we've got the Operator here. The deploy is that you get to spawn and summon a base copy of a bronze unit from your hand to this row on each player's side. So your player, your opponent's actually going to get a copy of a Preacher when you play this. Hopefully they can't use it. But yeah, what we're looking to do is play Operator after Iteran is down on the board, because like I said, it works with the Iteran's ability of spawning 1-powered units of whatever got spawned. And yep, we just go ahead and spawn out the Crow Messengers. If not, just go ahead and do that with the Preachers when you're playing scenario. Get a ton of Preachers down on the board. Yes, so we've got this unit here. What it does on deploy is purify all other units. So what we need this for is the crows, okay? So as I said, when Iteran spawns a crow, it's going to be a doomed unit. So it means that it's not going to go to the graveyard. It's going to completely leave the battlefield. So before the end of that turn, you must play this after you've spawned all your crows out, so that the crows will remain in your graveyard and you can go ahead and play them out again in the subsequent round. Like I said, this deck is very specific and draw dependent. So if you spend a few of your combinations, sometimes just pass this card off. Like, you're not going to end up playing it in a match. It's not going to provide you with any value really, because you may decide to go for a Crow Clan Preacher spam instead of the crow swarming stuff, and then this won't be needed. It's specifically needed just for Iteran if you're spawning crows, so keep that in mind. So yeah, then we have Iteran here. Whenever you spawn a unit on your side of the battlefield, Iteran will spawn a 1-powered copy of it and give it doomed. Okay, as I said, with the Operator, we're looking to combine this with Megascopes as well. Spawn as many crows as you can. If the crow thing doesn't go down, take Iteran into a long round 3. Playing scenario truffle, you're going to get a lot of extra Preachers, and the Megascopes feels pretty good. Obviously these cards are a bit sensitive, so play them behind Defender. Then we have Burner Bran. You get to draw up to 2 cards, then discard the same number of cards. Burner works really good in combination with Coral. Obviously, because you're discarding, Coral's going to be doing some pretty decent damage, so you're going to try to play them together there. And the discard targets for Burner are obviously Morkvarg and the Skirmisher units, as we mentioned earlier. Then we have Coral. The order is that you get to draw a card, then discard a card. It's sealed, so you can use it right away. You don't have to wait on this order ability, as typically is the case with other order abilities. And yep, you're just doing 2 points of random damage every time you discard a card. Try to save Coral for when you have Burner, because there's a good synergy between those cards there. But obviously you want to commit Coral round 1 with Stratagem. I do have Covenant of Steel, this defender, in our deck, just to provide protection to Idoran and Crows. So that's really all it's there for, but it does work good for when you're playing Scenario and the Preachers too. So use it for those instances, see how the match unfolds. 2 armor, got a bit of protection. You could even consider playing Madrome onto this unit because it's armored, it won't take so much damage. Then we have Royal Decree. It's just for consistency in our deck, but to be honest, we've got a ton of thinning, and I find we pretty much get to everything by the end of a match. You might not even need Royal Decree, so have an experiment around with the deck, and if you don't need it, put the provisions into something else. We've got Crow Mother here. Crow Mother acts as a good proactive play. Perhaps you're going first. You don't want to lose out on any of the discard damage value through Coral, so you can play Crow Mother first thing for the deploy. It becomes an 8-point play because it's spawning 2 crows on deploy. And nice thing about Crow Mother is that whenever you play an alchemy card, you get to summon her from your graveyard to a random allied row. It becomes a whole match carryover card for us in addition to the crows. Then we've got Mushy Truffle. Mushy Truffle, in my opinion, makes the most sense to play in a alchemy deck because it spawns an alchemy card, right? Especially, it works really good with the Preachers. Golden Froth boosts 3 adjacent units by 2. This is a resilience card, so it can carry over into a round if you want to play it round 2, you know, for deploy, and then use the order in round 3. But what we're going to be doing is Mushy Truffle allows us to spawn an extra Crow Clan Preacher, so it gives us more consistency in having the units needed to activate Scenario. But another good thing about the synergy it offers is with Idoran, okay? Make sure Idoran is down on the board first if you're going to go for the Preacher style of spam. And obviously when you hit Truffle, Idoran's going to spawn a 1-powered copy of a Preacher. So a lot of good value starts adding up. Truffle's a card you want to commit with Getty and the Preachers whenever you're going to commit that package, okay? Sometimes it can come in handy to resist the bleed. For a bit of control, we've got Heat Wave, banish a unit or artifact. Pretty standard in my decks. And then we've got Getty. It's a scenario card. Offers us many points considering we're doing the Crow Clan Preacher spam as well, because we're spawning a few alchemy cards through this. And if you're going to go for the Idoran play with the Preachers, make sure Idoran is down on the board once again first. So when you play Getty, you get an extra Preacher out of Idoran, and you just end up playing all these cards out, okay? So that's a rundown of the list. Now I'm going to quickly explain to you how to execute this strategy as flawlessly as possible. And we're going to talk in terms of having the optimal hand during a match, and you just do your best to adapt from there, okay? So in the first round, you play your whole discard package out. You might play Crow Mother for deploy as a proactive play. After that, you look to play Coral, you discard Morkvarg, you discard the Skirmishers, you play the Skulls, you play Burner. That's it. That's a lot of points usually. It could get you round control. Then what you can do is into round 2, you can go ahead and open up by playing Defender, and then you play Idoran next, and then you're going to look to play Operator into the Crow Messenger, and then what you do is use Megascopes onto the Messengers, and once you've got all your Crows spawned on the board, go ahead and play the unit which purifies them all so they don't get completely removed from the battlefield, because some of them will have Doom status. And then those cards become very good carryover for a short round 3 perhaps. And in a short round 3, what you do is you just hold on to the true copy of the Crow Messenger in your hand, leaving the other one in deck, making sure you have an alchemy card in hand too. And then you go ahead and you commit Getty, you commit Truffle, you play your remaining Preachers out, play your alchemy cards out, and then as a final play, you could even finish with all the crows and bring them back from the graveyard to the board for a real good point swing. And the deck is able to win matches. It's just draw dependent and specific to play. But yeah, we actually bet some decks like Nilfgaard double cross, so some good wins on this one too, and a lot of fun, as I said. So please share your feedback down below, and I hope you have a good time. Maybe we come back to Truffle. Man, they got a lot of buffs, you know? Especially that archer that damages 2 units by 1. It spawns 3 powered units on death blow now. Sarge. You gotta fill me in on all these stories you're telling Moashiro. You're going too deep for me here. I'm doing my best to keep up with you.
I can do a great deal more for you.
We just gotta get a bit lucky, guys. We just need the correct cards. So it's a soldier's deck. Wow. Probably burner. Let's hope for some good discards.
So be it.
Right. Ah, oh, clean kill. Yes, yes. He massacred the elves, wow. Very interesting.
I still hope they'll paint it.
Ooh, they're doing pikeman spam.
A thousand beaks like a thousand arrowheads.
I wish I could push more here, but we got combo cards. Oh, we're winning on even? Oh, that's lovely. Let's just avoid stacking on the melee row. Unfortunately, pikemen, they do 1 point pings of damage and we're spawning 1 point units. But let's see how we go still, hey? So we're gonna go for the Crow Messenger spam now. Good thing is that we won on even, so we're so comfortable about just going for it. It's really nice. We'll see how many we can get. Right.
She's rather hungry, you see.
They took Royal Decree from us. Magni? It could become a heat wave target. I don't believe they really go so tall, their deck. And I think maybe we save a Giga for pikemen kind of stuff. And we just go for this now. Wait, what's the condition? It's got to be alone on its row, right? I could actually put a card over there with operator, yeah, and shut it down. Big brain thinking. Welcome, chosen one. That's actually a pretty sweet counter, hey? Very nice.
Lead the lordless dogs until they beg for mercy.
Yeah, here we go.
For the empire I endure.
They could kill it. Should I purify now then? This kind of happened to me in the last match with the rain. We'll take our chances. Because I could Giga the next pikeman. And then it would just be hitting melee row, right? Yeah.
Have you ever laid eyes on an exception of
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure doing business with you. Oh no.
Feast for you, my children.
Crow mummy, why did you have to appear in the melee row, my dear? We need you to be making your elf and onion soup for us, alright? Ooh, here we go. Yes, this is what I wanted to see. Lovely action here today. Next is gonna be longsword dude. Oh no. Don't kill this. Yes. Very good. Okay, this is gonna be our pass. Oh, yes. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be a good carryover. Wow. This is... We just put this one back in deck, and all we need is an alchemy card in hand. We're just gonna play this from hand, and we get to summon them. Yes, baby. Lovely action today with the Skellige beasts. Just please give me Madrome in hand. Or ale. So I can get the other ones out from deck. I do plan to put one back in deck. Please treat him with respect. Yeah, sure, no worries. Okay, so we're gonna put messenger back. Yes, preachers. Ah, that's it. Perfect. Okay. That goes. Yes, baby. Should we keep Megascope? If I click again, what happens? Please don't give me a brick. Yes, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
The continent will quake beneath Nilfgaardian hoof.
Just equally in heart and mind.
It's a lot of crows, man. We got 6 crows this match.
Onward, onward, to be showered with Imperial gold.
Don't tell me they play Car here. Are they really gonna play Car here? I think it is.
Reach, reach beyond the eyes see and the ears hear. Plunge all into murk with a shrill cry.
I think it is if they're playing Defender, and honestly, I should probably lead it now. Just to deny them a bit of that value. I think it's Car here. Yeah, see?
I am no Nilfgaardian.
Man is an arrogant creature.
So basically, whatever I'm gaining, they're gaining.
Enough. Let us finish this.
How did I understand that he runs Car here? I know the general build of these kinds of decks, but in particular the fact that they're playing Defender, right? That's the giveaway. Because what are you using Defender for? Usually the opponent's going to use Defender for something like Damien, Stefan, or something like this in an NG deck. But, you know, Kahi's a soldier. They're doing Imperial formation. After a while of seeing the combinations, it just comes to your head, to be honest. Yeah, he's played a lot. He's played a lot.
I shall flog them into submission.
Oh, it's a good heatwave target.
My boots got sand aplenty in.
Not so bad. Maybe I heatwave early. No, it doesn't matter. There's a unit here already. Well, you know, for what it's worth, it's gonna look nice anyway. Nice, nice. At least we did it, guys. At least we pulled off that combo. There's something to be said about that too. We're doing this in pro rank, you know, against these strong decks. Pretty nice formation with the crows. Oh, what does this come to then? Yo, it's legit a draw, isn't it? It's... No. We're gonna end up healing again. What's it come to? One point. 1 point. Grandmother's going down first. Old shoe.
A poison beaks like a poisoned arrowheads.
Good to see Crow Mother. I always played Crow Mother for deploy, but I think most people play it like as a discard. Maybe because it's a good option in a worst case scenario.
You wanted a coup? You got one.
pretty weak, isn't it, to open up like that? They've got no assimilate units down. Can't really get much boosting.
What is your wish? What do you desire, my lady of the seas?
That might even be amusing.
Good pull.
Nothing like some overseas plundering in springtime.
Probably get rid of one of these. Right. We could go burner with Decree now. Could search for it. I don't think they can really use this card that much. Healing. I mean, it'd work for us.
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
Your Excellency. We must never fall behind.
We shall do it my way.
Oh yeah, baby. Getting good pulls. You're gonna go? It's probably gonna be a Megascope. Oh yeah. Let's get round control. Come on. Let's do it. King of Beggars still strong, man.
And if I insert a needle here,
It's from The Witcher 3?
then
Oh. We probably Giga the Torturer. They don't have Calvate down. Surely we get round control now. They have Sunset Wanderers. Missed that. Is that for real? Ooh, it's a pretty good copy.
My children.
Alright, buddy, you got me. Let's see your Sunset Wanderers. Come on now. Blights.
Monsieur, a fine vintage you could have made.
So we end up getting Wanderers out of them. That's good. I'm not sure what kind of a deck this is at all then. They're playing Wanderers. Okay, they played to the other part of the hand. It's interesting. It's gonna be a damn big Wanderers. We do have Heatwave. Heatwave's usually gonna go to the assimilate units though. We're just gonna thin the crows out here. We're gonna go for the Preacher spam because of the way the match turned out. We're going into a long round. Yeah, good pulls. Come on, man. We're bound to get scenario, right? Come on, dude. We must get scenario. Come on. We only got 6 cards in deck. Yeah. That's right, that's right. That's what I thought. Great work, baby. Yeah, we're leaving it. We are leaving it, aren't we? Unless we go... Is our side of the board likely to get clogged butt? It's a long round against spies and stuff. Maybe we're not going megascoping. I hope we don't get row clogged, man. It can happen. We're swarming a bit with our deck.
We'll show you how blood spilling's done.
Idoran would be a really good copy target for them in actual fact. They're doing a lot of copying. You could imagine the value they get.
Defeat them with hunger, crush them with thirst.
Really now? No, you're not going to poison that.
Yes, nothing quite like a nice messy dissection.
Poison Nidoran if you want. So they don't have Yennefer?
Do I enjoy torture? Perhaps. A bit.
Very curious to see what kind of a deck this is.
Man is an arrogant creature.
Here we go, baby. An unanswered row of Idoran preachers. Sounds good to me. I'm happy with it. We gotta look out for leader. We got heat wave. Maybe a heat wave early, mage torture, just to get out of the way. Truffle's another issue. Scenario, maybe not so much. Because we've got Defender there for protection.
Gotcha, Poppy.
Yes, Cracky, I created this deck. The idea of Crow Messages spam is not my original idea. I think it was Ace of Plays who did that. But this deck you see is my deck. All of the decks that I release and stream are my decks. I never net deck. 6, 7... what's gonna go to a higher value? Yeah, thanks. They've pulled Defender. There's going to be a lot of Preachers coming up here, I'm telling you. I think, you know, well, Scenario is pretty devastating if they get that now. Because they could go Braithens or something. It's got to be like Scenario that. I think we just greed leader. Should really pop off. Filthy net decker. Probably goes Truffle. Yeah, look at that, man. What a pull for them. Ah, well done. You got a great pull, my friend. You're welcome to. That's the whole point of me putting these guides out. I give you full permission. If you think about it, Truffle is really great because they've got a Preacher there that we gave them. And if they could copy more Preachers from us, it'd be really good. Well, like for them anyway. Yo, look at all these Preachers right now. This is ridiculous. I'm just gonna greet it. I'm greeting it all the way. What's up, Kevin? How are you? This is too many? Ah, that's what I love to hear. Oh, that's bad.
Snap. Done. Heckling kill.
I didn't expect that. That's fine. I'd rather greed. I think we're going to get more value anyway.
One who is blind can yet see.
Yeah, I'll greed all the way. It's fine. You got 2 more. Yeah, we got plenty more where that came from.
I shall flog them into submission.
Don't
see a gap in their armor? Make one.
Sure, feel free to ask any question. No such thing as a newbie question.
Reach beyond what the eyes see and the ears hear.
Wow, look at the points pop off now.
With a shrill cry.
Oh my gosh, these points are gonna get crazy. Any questions are welcome. What's your question, my friend? Please share.
Sap me of strength. For the Empire I endure.
Oh, baby. This is lovely. Wow. Bonded value. ×2 boosting. You shouldn't have messed with my breaches. You should have thought better than to do that. Mate, we're getting healing value there, you know that, right? We're getting 2 points of healing value out of the Joachim now. That's what you get for poisoning my beloved Idoran and his monster thingy, the mutant. Oh my goodness. Take that, assimilate, double cross business. Damn strong deck.
Have you ever laid eyes on a deception of such grandeur?
Yeah, we got it. Easy, easy. Beautiful.
I kneel before no one.
Don't you pester me.
Coral's a good pull. Not bad. Yeah, it's a fun deck. Like I said, it's not meant to be competitive, this one. The objective is fun here. That's it. Simple. Wow, they went muzzle on that. Okay. Bad. Maybe we want to save our discard package. We just pass. Nah, they're still around. Saskia is pretty strong. Pretty tough card.
Style. That's right. I like fighting with style.
Let's pass there. Memes can become meta. Let's do it. That's the objective here today. Well, that win over Firesworn was pretty good. It's definitely a good way to open up the stream. It's just this deck it's really super dependent. It's like a draw dependent deck, right? Because we're going for such a specific strategy here.
A wee hint. Dinny jiggleless.
How does Friday look? Good. Good as always. Time traveling friend, you're funny, man. I kinda am, eh? Are they just looking to pass here? We're gonna do our discard thing.
That might even be amusing.
Camel Fight's very solid. Thanks a lot for the follow, really appreciate that. Probably goes leader. They should kill it with leader. Unless they're passing here. Maybe it's a pass. Yeah, do this.
Hey, listen here.
Ooh, we got burner.
Well.
Nice.
Looky here.
Sup, Kex? So we're not going to do our whole Pro Messenger spam thing here, because we're going into the longer round. What we can do... We're going to go for the Preachers then, okay? But I think I will thin.
So be it.
Okay. Likely to put Crow Messenger back in deck, and we're just going to look for Preachers then. I wouldn't ditch Iteran because it works with Scenario, it works with Truffle, works with Megascopes. We have a backup use for the card. YouTube wormhole. Try videos? No worries. Just watch a Yaga deck video, looks cool. Thanks very much. It's a complete wrecking machine, that one. You're gonna have a lot of fun playing it. Alex was there on stream, he saw it as well. Okay. Should I stack range draw? Is this a trap deck? They're playing specials.
Don't see a gap in their armor. Make one.
Pull the forest. Yeah, it was really filthy. Okay, they could be going... If they're stacking ranged, and they got movement leader, could be Gezras.
Mind you, eyes, do you like them?
They've got movement leader, they could access our row still. We'll see. They could move defender and kill Iteran still. Fix the server on mobile. I never play on mobile. I used to play in the beginning. All I did was play mobile. But then when I got into content creating, I started off with my laptop, and then yeah. Bad connection. Yeah, it happens. Let's hope it lasts though, hey? Because we wanna play this combo out. It's pretty interesting. Preacher spam. Wow, they went for the heat wave. You know what? It saves scenario. Should it be this one first?
Again.
Yeah, it's a lot better. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Okay, mobile's good. You like the flexibility? Probably because you're working a lot, Alex. You're on the go a lot. Long hours and stuff. Quick access, right? In the work truck. Oh, wow, wow. Very busy, man. It's gonna be Gezras back row. We have the answer for it.
Man is an arrogant creature. Trust equally in heart and mind.
Preacher spam coming up. When you want to neglect your studies. Working's the word that needs less discussion.
I hate you! Curse you, Dwan!
They can't really kill it with leader if you think about it, because they have to move it. They have to move it to where defender is. By moving it to where defender is, they can't access it again unless they move defender. This is fantastic. Essentially, they can't control our preachers there this time. So then what we can do is
Retreat behind the eyes see and the ears hear.
pretty good, pretty good. Not bad. ST Movement Destroyer. We're gonna find some clickbaity title. Come on. It's gonna be Gezras for sure. For sure it's Gezras. I want them to not reset it though. I want it to stay melee row so I can heat wave it. Man, this is like greed versus greed right now. Seriously. We've got Royal Decree, yeah? If you think about it, Preacher's got a higher ceiling points-wise with what we can do with it. So I'm probably going to Decree for that.
Man is an arrogant creature.
I'm not going to click location until I decree the other preacher bot. Yeah, they're likely to reset it with Malena though, so they get max value.
To play with my prey, I enjoy that most.
Unless they get greedy and they just leave it to do damage, then we can heat wave. Potentially. They're gonna let it go melee row? Really? Yeah, it's a very smart play actually. Wow. Wow, talk about points on their end too.
Who nicked my rules again.
So Madrome on defender, huh? Wow, look at that value with this is a great combo. It is really good. Igni? Don't say that, Nate. It's kind of the counter to my deck. Kill value? Well, they're all boosted units here. It would just be this, maybe. I don't know how much healing value we're gonna get here. Igni, Igni, Igni. Come on, give me Gezras Meliro. You can do it. Nah, they're a smart player. That sentry unit gave them a lot of value too, if you think about it. This one. Circle? Oh, it's a pretty weak play. Yes! But we actually got a very good discard hand. So I think we're going to open up with a discard. Did you purposefully not put a Crow Mother in the first round? Didn't I play it like that? I did play Crow Mother. Which one? Talking about a different card?
Don't you pester me.
Nothing like some overseas plundering in springtime.
Ah, I get you, Alex. Sorry, man. Yeah, his monster thing. Nah, you're not a child, man. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, Crow Clan Preacher? Is that what you're talking about? You mean this one?
I suppose, in the end.
What would you do?
Let's not get in the way of my axe.
Good. Did you not play one in the first round? Not really, Cracky, you know. I wasn't thinking of it that way. But it's good to think of that when you play into the round, when they can use it against you, right? Maybe you can slow down those kinds of plays so they don't copy it, put it back against you. It's good to think that way because it can happen against that deck. Wow, we killed Vanadane. Nice. Yeah, first round's usually for the discard, that's right.
If I'm to die, I'll do so sword in hand.
It's kind of weird for me to play any other cards out. There you go, 20 points. Go into a long round. I'm not committing the rest of my hand. Yeah, because they got Truffle as well. It's an alchemy. It triggers the Preachers. But you see, they didn't have good copy targets. They're just copying like our discard cards. The best meta breaker? My Yaga deck. Ask Alex about it. It's the Yaga deck, man. That's the best meta breaker that I've made anyway.
Know that I was trained by Clara Larissa de Winter herself.
It's honestly a 2-0 machine, that deck. Go check out the deck guide.
Even lost the ones to start this one.
That's good to get Ellerin out. How long does it take to reach pro rank? It really depends on your amount of play that you put in. Like daily, I don't know how much you play daily, weekly, that's what it comes down to. And then, you know, there's other factors. There's like your skill level, there's your understanding of the game in general, the mechanics, how to work it best, the prominent decks out there. All these little things add up to how quick you're gonna reach pro. Yeah, it's gonna be a long round. We probably just go Crow Mother, we thin out the deck, maybe toss that. This becomes carryover for us. We're bound to get these three. Should be really nice. We don't need this now.
The order brings succor and demands no pay for it.
You got to pro rank in a month or two? Wow, good on you. You must be a great player. It feels like that, Cracky, because you really want to win the next match. You know when you got one match left before your next rank and you're like so on edge about winning it? Usually you get your hardest match then. I don't know. It happens to me too. Okay.
Cut my balls off, I'll bite you to death.
It's to purify the Crow Messenger spawn from Iteran. Because when Iteran spawns a unit, it's doomed, right? Operator shuts down this boosting. We could play it like that. But I have to get this down first.
She's rather hungry, you see.
Should have heatwave scenario there. What's it giving him after that? A waylay? I'm not sure if it's worth me heatwaving it now. I should have done it then. Misplay. Okay.
May your sword and arm be one.
Final one just gives them a waylay. Okay, I have to think about that now.
One who is blind can yet see.
Thanks, Sakroon. Really appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying them. You could get to pro. You just don't play enough. You have to put in a fair bit of time. Unless you're going for like a meta deck. Because they're highly optimized usually. Wow. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? Just got completely answered. They could kill these, can't they, with that archer?
Like a poison arrowhead.
It's got to be scenario now. I misplayed, guys, on the scenario. Should have heat waved. I wasn't focusing. Rebuke. Oh. Let's kill that first because it is going to kill the 1-powered copies. Well, I could go Froth. Where is that going to spawn?
Trust equally in heart and mind.
Okay. What is your main activities outside of Gwent? Man, I'm pretty much a gym junkie through and through. I love to educate myself a lot. I love reading up on philosophy. Yeah, just learning different things. I'm a family man through and through. Love to spend time with my family. Animal lover. I got 2 cats, a dog, and a rabbit. And yeah, I just live like a simple kind of life. I'm not a party person. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I just live like a very clean and healthy life. I diet a lot. I'm pretty much got a very sports emphasis. Sports minded. I've always been into sports. Yeah. Yeah, love metal music, love it. It's great.
Who nicked my mushrooms again?
Not bad, we're actually getting some growth value here as well. Damn. It's feeling okay. It's feeling okay. Yeah, they kind of screwed up the Nosil. Because Meliro's clogged. Gets you going crazy in the gym. I love it. I like listening to Slipknot, Metallica. You name it, I listen to it, man. I love all the metal. I love rock. I love all that stuff. Then I like my trance, kind of techno stuff as well. I listen to everything. It just depends what mood I'm in.
Trust equally in heart and mind.
Wow, Idoran really pulled through for us here, I feel, guys. Now I'm gonna Giga the Sword Master, or maybe I should leave it, right? Because actually no, yeah, we're gonna leave it because we want their row clogged. We don't want to do that. Exodus? No. What kind of music we're talking? Is that metal?
I never miss.
Grab some pizza. Don't do it. Don't do it, Alex. Think of your children. It's sick. What would you compare it to, the band? Like, what's it sound like? Give me some examples of what it sounds like. We're smashing her on points, I'll tell you what. They're not going to have room. Because Venosial's going to spawn ranged. They got leader. They've overswarmed.
Your magic can't harm me. No magic can.
I'm not killing anything front row. Nah. This is still full value kill. Wow, and we're getting that healing benefit too. Man. Your kids drive you to pizza? Teach them the ways. Really? They didn't heatwave scenario the whole time? I guess both of us misplayed. They should have heatwave scenario, dude. What's going on? They held heatwave to the end. Yeah, I'm not heatwaving front. No, we're not gonna do that. Let's just do that. Just in case it's Venosial. I think it is. It would be Venosial if they're taking this long. Yeah. We played it well.
Then we'll I'll do so sword in hand.
Ah, yeah, baby. That's a great win.